Hey, how you doing? Well, our air freshener's fresh. You know how this is gonna end, right? So, let's get into this. Let's just get into this. Um, so, if you've got mold odor, okay, look at that fan. Do you think that fan's got a mold problem? Guess what? They have an air freshener for that. Okay, there's your air freshener for the mold fan. Hey, what about the smokers? Hey, if the house smells like cigarettes, you know, got an air freshener for that. Hey, maybe we don't smoke in the house. What do you think of that one? Besides, you ever see homes that where people smoke a lot? I mean, it just gets yellow everywhere, and you can't really paint over that. You have to actually wash that. If you paint over smoke, it's gonna bleed through the minute you have high indoor humidity. Hey, what about the 120 million dogs living in our homes? Hey, we got air freshener for that. What about when you cook food and fish? Hey, oh, we got air freshener for that too. What about the kitties? 100 million cats in the homes, living inside our homes, and I don't know why people have multiple cats, but here's one with three. Got air freshener for that. Hazelnut, hazelnut. What about odors from the outside? Let's say you live behind a Burger King or a fast food. You imagine waking up every morning to burgers. Ah, we got an air freshener for that. Okay, and the farm across the street. Yep, we got an air freshener for that. What's interesting, this picture is actually one of the first air fresheners ever made and sold, and it was made by Sears. I don't know if you know Sears. They actually started off in the business of building homes, and they had homes, and they would come on the railroad tracks, and they would drop them off and build tons of cities with the Sears homes. That's how they started out. And then they must have got into the air freshener business. Well, that didn't last too long because I've never seen a Sears air freshener. Now look at this. Air freshener number 728. Keep out of reach of children. Contains, and I can't even read that. All right, we got fish tank. Like this poor alligator that's bigger than the tank. Got an air freshener for that. And let's let our birds fly around our house. Got air freshener for that. So, you know, let's get serious now. I mean, air fresheners can contain phthalates, and these are carcinogens. I mean, there's all types of stuff in there: propellants, solvents, benzenes, synthetic musks. I mean, all types of chemicals, and they don't even have to tell you all the stuff they put in it. So, when you got an air freshener, that's full of nice, colorful blue liquid, and it's got like lemon, lime, or whatever, and then after a month or so, it's gone. What do you think? It just disappears? It disappears and into thin air. It's magical? No. It becomes aerosolized, and you've got Brownian motion, and that's where particles move. They'll float around the house for a while, and they're like nanoparticles. They're aerosolized, and they'll plate out. They'll plate out on cold surfaces. They'll plate out next to the dog bowl, or even on the dog bowl. And so these things don't disappear. They just kind of lay out, plate out throughout the rest of your house, and they can cause all types of problems, from damage to reproductive systems to lung disorders. I mean, short-term exposures maybe not as bad as long-term. Okay, and of course they don't have studies on how many people get sick, with air fresheners. So don't expect it. So if you got food that stinks, hey, oh, what about the candles? The candles with the scents in them. Same thing, man. Same thing. Now you're burning wax, and now you're gonna get ghosting stains throughout the house. And I have a video on that. So you go to the store. How are you gonna do this? Oh, there's air fresheners. More air fresheners. More air fresheners. Airwick. Oh, apple cinnamon. Do you think there's any apple or cinnamon at all in that air freshener? No, I don't think so. And they get these great names like scented oil, you know, Febreze. It sounds so good and so clean. It's clean. Oust. Get rid of the odors. Oust the odors away with chemicals. You know, spring. They use words like spring. I mean, It's amazing. Scented oils, okay? And there's all types of them. They come in cans, they come in bottles, they come in candles. You plug them in, you spray them. They come in powders. I mean, literally, there are aisles of these things at your stores, your grocery stores. There's a reason why you're not supposed to go down any aisle of any grocery store because there's nothing down those aisles that are going to help you. Everything's in boxes and cans and poisons and things like that you don't really need. I try to stay on the perimeter where you got the vegetables. Of course, when you walk into the store, there's the big flower arrangement to make everything look fresh. So just go around the circle and never go down these aisles. Just stay out of the aisles. I mean, so you can get headaches from these, dizziness, visual disorders, fatigue, loss of coordination, skin reactions, nausea, memory messes up your memory. Oh man, and they say odor eliminator, fragrance. I mean, they got these great words that just sound so clean and so fresh. There's nothing fresh about chemicals, nothing at all. I mean, look at the stuff that's in here. Formaldehyde, really? That's a carcinogen. Butane, propane. You're going to dump propane on your carpet? I mean, really? I'm not, And so next time you have an odor, you could do a couple things, okay? Like, well, these people here probably need to see a doctor. But anybody that's got 6 cats, you could hold your breath and not breathe, or you can buy an air freshener, or you can do an air purification system. Now, this is not an air purification system. This is another one of those ozone machines, which is a whole nother video. But people will buy HEPA filters, and they'll buy air purifiers that cost $700-800. They'll plug air fresheners. First of all, they'll have a bunch of cats that stink up the house, right? And a dog and some birds, and they'll cook fish. And then what they do is they'll get air fresheners, plug those into the wall, and then they'll do is get an air purification system and plug that into the wall. I'm telling you, man, you're just stirring it up. You maybe think about the odors and get rid of the odors. And a lot of these odors actually are not as bad as the air fresheners. The air fresheners will poison you. The odors probably could be nuisance, all right? Or we can get candles that are scented. Same thing. Or we could do the other thing. We could open the windows, We could exhaust the house. We could maybe clean the house. Maybe we should start cleaning our homes. Maybe clean out the refrigerator, We could do organic stuff, make our own oils, essential oils, and our own, we can use orange peels, and we could use herbal types. We use cinnamon, cloves, all kind of stuff. Just Google it, man. Just Google it. There's a million things you could do. I mean, I've seen people make lemon type scents with lemon peels, and it's all natural. You could use baking soda too. Baking soda does absorb a lot of the odors. That's why people put it in refrigerators. And of course you could start cleaning your house without chemicals too. I mean, vinegar is a great thing to use, and there's all types of stuff you could, vinegar and water pretty much cleans everything. You don't even need to put soaps and different types of cleaning agents, and that's again another video. Or you can use bleach. No, I'm joking. Don't use bleach. Bleach is just as bad as, actually, it's probably the worst thing you want to use, especially because people don't know how to mix it. They'll take that bleach and go 50-50, and they'll wonder why their nose burns out. End up in a hospital using bleach. So, and that Swiffer down there, I'm sure that's got all kind of chemicals in that too. We got to quit putting chemicals all over the place. I mean, you might as well take the air freshener and just breathe it, because that's what you're doing. You're breathing it all in, and your body is taking it in. You're wondering why you're getting sick. Now, these air fresheners also, get hot. The ones you plug in. Think about it. When you plug them in, you think nothing happens when you plug them into the wall. Well, it heats it up because it needs that heat and that electricity to aerosolize it, right? Look at this one here. I'm testing this one here, and it's at 92 degrees, okay, in the wintertime. Now, sometimes they have problems with them, and of course, you won't hear about the air freshener fires. They'll call them fires, but they won't put that on it. They won't put that on your mainstream. They won't put the fire, how many times they cause fires. Now I'm sure that they're pretty safe against fires, but you know, you plug in 30 air fresheners. I've been in homes there's 10 air fresheners plugged to the walls. And what if your electrical wiring is bad? Those things are drawing power. Okay, now, oh, look at these new ones. Now, this is great. Let's melt hot wax. Let's put hot wax on the wall, you know, so a little kid can walk up to it and stick his finger in it. And when you ever knock one of those things off, it gets on the carpet, you just ruined your carpet. Or these things. These are nice. They smell good. You think that nice orange is really an orange in there? You spill that on that table, that's going to ruin that table. Well, then we got the people that like to buy the stuff to put in the dryers, and that's another video. We're going to save all that. So I think we have a solution, and I'm going to show you some samples here. We could just plug in the air fresheners, and I guess we can put on a hazmat suit, wear HEPA filters, gloves, and I think we'll be safe. Or not. So let me look at here. I got a couple little show and tell items. So, you know, some of these chemicals are highly toxic, okay? These chemicals are highly toxic, okay? So you don't want to use chemicals in your home, and air fresheners are chemicals. Our homes could have odors. Sometimes, like here, this odor here was in some, by the way, I have a service for people that are out of town. You could just Google, call Marko with a question. And I know the questions to ask you. We usually run 15 minutes or so. We can solve generally a lot of house problems. There's a fee. It's a PayPal thing. It's not a lot. But, you know, if you have any questions or you want any house problem solved, just Google, call Marko with a question, and then we'll figure a time when we could figure it out. And sometimes you guys send me photos. This particular house here had odors, okay, and they didn't know what they were. And basically what was happening was they had a slab, and they had ductwork in the slab, and the slab had sewer problems. The sewer's underneath the slab, and what was happening, the soil's getting contaminated, and then the supply ducts would pick up the odor, smell like sewer gas. This one here is stone. A lot of times homes are built with stone in certain quarries, okay, and the quarries have sulfur type odor. Very difficult to get rid of this type of odor, okay. Some homes, this particular house with this, oh, these people had wet mulch, and they opened windows. You're getting odor. So our homes have all types of odors. I mean, some will outgas from, you know, initially if you get carpets, you know, you might get formaldehyde. This is actually formaldehyde. But carpets will outgas. New carpets will stink. Sometimes people that are really medicated in elderly homes, you get that what's called the odor from medicine, you know. And so there's all kind of different types of odors. You want it. I just showed you some that were a little bit harder to diagnose, but the simple stuff you could figure out, man. Maybe you don't need to have 9 cats, you know. Maybe you don't need to have any cats, but so anyways, hey, you know, I'll keep up with these videos here, and just subscribe if you can, you know, give me some likes, share them, and, you know, and we'll see you next time. All right, you guys have a nice evening.